Hello. So there's nobody in here now, and I suspect it's because I have like another stream going or had another stream going. So let me see if I can fix that. And if somebody comes in while I'm trying to fix this, can you let me know if you can hear me? Because I didn't plug in my webcam. I'm just using my computer. Where is it? Okay, it says I'm live. But where did the video go? Like, I lost it. Where'd you go? I miss you. So can I like go in there? Did it end? Is it still happening? Yes. Right? I hate the new YouTube thing where like they have you go live and stuff. It's just not it's not good. Yeah, I literally can't find it. Where did it go? Okay, so it says live now. Where did it go? Oh my god, I have to like cancel out of everything. This is super annoying. Maybe if no. Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I literally lost the entire live here, but I've got it back. Okay, so I only have a couple of minutes because the kids are up and they're crazy right now. But can everybody hear me okay? Because I'm using the built-in microphone from the Mac and I'm using the webcam on the Mac. I didn't like set anything up. So let me know if you can hear me, if the sound's okay. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. So let's talk about some awesome changes that evidently, allegedly, YouTube is making, and it's supposed to make content creators like myself, like true crime creators and things like that, supposed to make our lives easier. So Susan Wojcicki, you know, the head of YouTube, she sends out, I guess, a quarterly YouTube content creator newsletter, which I've never read before in my life, but apparently that is what she does. And she said today, I'll find the part where it talks about monetization, because it looks like they're getting rid of demonetization altogether, which would be incredibly helpful for us because it seems like many of my videos get demonetized. And if they don't get demonetized, I have to put them on unlisted and then wait for them to get approved before I can post them. And that takes, an extra 2 to 3 days sometimes before I can even, get them up for you. Copyright claims, where are we? Okay, so it says, we are also looking to support your success by helping you monetize in new ways that go beyond traditional ad revenue and tap into the viewer-creator connection. We're also running experiments to help match content that would be considered edgy with advertisers that fits their brand. As you know, yellow icons are a signal that only limited advertising can be run on a particular video because of its content. When they say limited advertising on yellow monetization videos, it pretty much means no monetization. So it says we're working to identify advertisers who are interested in edgier content, like a marketer looking to promote an R-rated movie, so we can match them with creators whose content fits their ads. In its first month, the program resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars in ads on yellow icon videos. So I guess they've been like kind of experimenting with this and trying it out. And the thing that bothers me, because I am going to say that YouTube is doing something right, but I suspect it has a lot to do with with COPA or COPPA, I don't know what it's called, but recently the FTC has fined YouTube a crap ton of money because they've been putting ads in kid-driven content, which has then resulted in ads being pretty much tailored to the children, and allegedly or supposedly, I don't know if that's illegal, I haven't looked into it enough, but YouTube got fined. And now when you're a creator, you have to actually hit like, yes, this is made for kids, or no, it's not made for kids when you're sorry, I lost my train of thought. When you're uploading the video. And obviously I always hit no, it's not made for kids, because my content's not made for kids. But I guess if you hit no, it's not made for kids, and then the FTC deems that it is or it could be, they fine you, the creator, $42,000. So it's gonna be a big issue for a lot of channels. The dogs are barking. It's gonna be a big issue for a lot of channels. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you still hear me? It's gonna be an issue for a lot of channels like Ryan's Toy Reviews. You know, he's like making the most money on YouTube of anybody. It's pretty much going to be a big issue for them, but it's also going to be a big issue for YouTube, because not only do they have to pay that huge fine, but if those channels aren't getting advertised on, and the creators aren't making money off of their videos because they can't advertise in them any longer, YouTube's not making money off those videos, and kid-driven content is huge on YouTube. I mean, if you have kids, you know that they watch stuff on YouTube, and they'll watch the same video over and over again. And obviously they sit through the ads because they don't know how to skip. So it's going to be a big blow to YouTube. So I think they're realizing now, and it sucks, because 2 years ago, during the adpocalypse, they were like, oh, we're not, we're having an issue now with our advertisers not wanting to advertise on this edgier content. So they actually encouraged and pushed and promoted these kid channels and these family channels because they felt safe putting ads in these channels. But now it's like the opposite direction, where they're saying, okay, we can't make money off of these kids channels now, so let's go back and find the channels that are actually made for adults, like the people that should be watching YouTube, and focus on that content, which in my opinion is what they should have been doing the whole time. So now they're trying to figure out a way to make these other channels that they've been demonetizing and pretty much shitting on. They're trying to figure out a way to make those profitable for them. So sorry guys, I will look at the chat in 1 minute. So sorry. So they're trying to find out a way to make those channels profitable, and that's what's happening now with this yellow monetization, which will no longer mean that you're not having advertisers or you're not getting ads in your videos, but it means you're going to have ads that are, geared for more adults, which I feel like almost every ad on YouTube is. But the thing with when the adpocalypse happened is YouTube would give advertisers a choice. They'd say, if we deem a video to be inappropriate or not advertiser friendly, do you still want to advertise on those videos? And obviously 99% of the advertisers were like, no, because you could have anything on those videos. YouTube can say a Stephanie Harlow video is inappropriate and give me a yellow monetization, but then say, that some guy like beating his dog or something is also inappropriate and give him a yellow monetization badge. And the advertisers don't know that my content is, actually helpful and educational, and that content is just vicious and horrible and cruel, and they don't want to advertise on it. They don't know the difference. They just say blanket statement, we don't want to advertise on any yellow monetization videos. So it's been really, really, really bad for a lot of, especially true crime creators. Gaming, I know, has been an issue. Like gaming channels have had issues because they've been saying, YouTube has been saying that violence or graphic violence or whatever, like in a video game, has been considered the same as real life violence. So obviously that's been an issue for people. So hopefully this will make things a lot easier. It will be a lot sooner between when I post videos, because I won't have to wait for it to get approved before posting. So it's just going to hopefully be really good for this channel and YouTube in general, I think, because I think we're moving back in the direction of what YouTube used to be and what I think it should be. It should be more about the creators and them just, putting their own original spin on things, and what it used to be, which was like nitty and gritty, and it's become so just capitalistic almost, and just like all about the money and all about the advertisers and what is advertiser friendly, and we can't say certain words, even though I'm literally taking the story of somebody's life and death and watering it down in order to not get demonetized, not get flagged, and not have my entire channel taken down. Like, it's just been tough. So supposedly going forward with the new rules, I should be able to say whatever I want. And I shouldn't make codes or have to make codes and then give you guys like the key so you know what I'm trying to say in the video, which was absolutely ridiculous. Okay. All right. So they are working on the copyright system, Morgan, which it's never really been, it used to be an issue for me, but now you see I don't put a lot of news things or videos and stuff on my channel because without fail, every time I get a copyright claim. Thank you, Jennifer. I wish I could go live longer today, guys. It's just been crazy with the holiday. Obviously Thanksgiving happened, and then Nev was home from college for the weekend, so I really wanted to spend time with her, and it's just been absolutely bananas. And I have literally been every waking moment researching the Waco case, and I recorded part 3 today, and decided and figured out while I was going through my research that there will be a part 4. But after that, I have a ton of new videos coming in December that are so cool. Cases I discovered while I was actually researching another project. A couple of cases I discovered while researching another project that I've never heard anybody cover, that are pretty unknown and that are absolutely bananas. So I think you guys are really going to like those when they come out in December. And this is why I don't do cult series every month, like cult series every month. Yeah, I said that right. This is why I don't do it, because it's so much research and it takes so long to get them out, and you're trying to put so much information into a series of videos, and I just become obsessed, almost like I joined a cult. Like, that's how I feel. It feels like I became one of them, you know, and I'm with them and I'm living with them, and I live and breathe these people as I'm researching them. And I literally started research for Waco probably the last week in September. No, probably the last week in October. Yeah, like as Halloween was wrapping up and I took that little couple of days break, I started researching Waco, and then all November I was researching Waco, and then, you know, obviously still, and we're in December now. So it's been hard. But I have a lot of cool videos coming out for you guys, and I won't do another serial killer series. I'll probably do one like every 3 months just to even it out. I know a lot of you like them, but I also don't want to bore those of you who aren't interested in that topic and make you feel like there's nothing for you that you like. Thank you, Jenny. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. What else did I want to say? The reason I wanted to go live now instead of waiting for the kids to go to bed is because after dinner, we're going to get in our pajamas and like take showers early and everybody get in bed. Number one, because I'm exhausted and Adam is exhausted. Like, we are just the Walking Dead right now. So we're exhausted, and it's hard. And that's another reason why it's been hard to kind of get a lot of videos out, because the kids have been off from school a lot. When they're off from school, forget about doing anything, much less thinking any logical thoughts. But we're both exhausted, so we're going to get in our pajamas, get in bed early with the kids, make some popcorn, and put Home Alone on, because I think Aiden will really love Home Alone, and he's never seen it. So that's kind of our plan for tonight, get the kids in bed early, and then I'm going to pass out. I'm exhausted. I woke up at 5 this morning in order to get ready and record. I have most of part 3 edited already. It should be done being edited tomorrow. I'm going to do it while Bella's in preschool for 2 hours, and then it should be posted on Wednesday. Hopefully, unless they demonetize it, which they will, but hopefully they'll get to it and approve it or not approve it quickly. Yeah, I like the holidays. They're exciting, and there's a lot going on. Like next Sunday, we're going on the Polar Express. So it's like a train ride, and the kids have fun. But it's all exhausting, and it's all like it's exhausting. Thank you, Miss Critique. Thank you, Devil-Eyed Elvis. I just saw you. My favorite YouTube true crime channel, watching and listening from London, England. The holidays are exhausting, guys, but I love them. And I think it's almost more exhausting because you love them so much and you're just like so pumped about everything. And I'm very tired. These kids are exhausting, man. They're just always yelling at you. They're always yelling at you. They always want you, and they always want to talk at you at the same time. Adam and I were just upstairs looking at each other, and both the kids were like screaming at us, not like mad, but just they wanted something, and we were like, it's hard. Being a parent is hard. Oh, thank you, Justine. So what else did I want to tell you about the channel? Because we have a couple updates. So what else did I want to say? I think I wrote it down. Because I've been trying to go live forever. Thank you, Sharon. The #1 fan. That's cute. Look at this little bouncing thing. What is that, a ball? A pear? Thank you, Terry. What is that, coffee? That's amazing. Just want to thank you for the awesome content. I never miss a video. Thank you. Hi, I'm from Buffalo. Oh, hi from Buffalo. Hi, we're right around the corner from each other. My hair is not. It's horrible because I knew that I was doing the video today, so I didn't really straighten it. I was just like, oh, I'll curl it, and now the curl's left, only frizz behind. Anyways, we've got lots of big things coming up here in December and January, especially January, because I always say like this month will slow down, but it never does. But hopefully January will be a little less hectic because the holidays have passed and the kids are back to school, hopefully. And it'll be a little less hectic, but I have so many cool videos, and I have another series coming up. It's a history series, but it's going to be called Dark History because it's going to be like true crime and like crazy things that happen in history. It's going to be called Dark History. But I have to make sure nobody else uses that first because I don't want to be accused of, stealing and be canceled again. Will I ever do a meet and greet? Yeah, sure. I mean, I will. It's just I feel bad to do a meet and greet because it's like I want to meet everybody, but I'd only be in one place, and then only some people can meet and greet. But me and Adam are going to be going to LA again in the next couple of months for a couple of days, and so maybe I'll do one there. When were you canceled? Oh, I wasn't really canceled, Sam. I just can I call you Sam? Samantha? My sister Samantha, so I call her Sam. There's just always people trying to cancel me for nothing. It's stupid. Dark History sounds awesome. Yes, it's so fun. So I want to start that series in December, do one there, and then another one in January. And I have another dough case, so a Jane and John dough case coming up this month. So there's a lot going on, and I'm super excited. Are you allowed to curse and write banned words? Yes. Well, Jay, I would assume that, not I would assume, yes. So you'd be allowed to swear again. I don't know about the title. I'm sure you could if you wanted to put swear words in the title. Personally, I wouldn't. It's not what my channel's about, but I'm sure you could, because as soon as you get that yellow demonetization, then you're just being monetized by advertisers who are expecting that kind of edgy content. Would you like to play games of mystery streaming on Twitch? I don't know I know what Twitch is, but I don't know what games of mystery are. Yes, I covered the YouTube changes, Darcy, and as soon as this live is over, it will go like on YouTube. It'll post on YouTube, so you can kind of rewatch it. The murder of Susan Iron. If you have case requests, make sure you email them to me, stephanieharlow@gmail.com, because I will not see them all in here. Hi, Plants Rock. Do you have any plans to cover the whole making a murderer story? It's very highly requested, but I just feel like it's been done so many times. Like, it had an entire docu-series. I don't feel like there's anything I could cover that anybody who'd seen that series, didn't know already. And I don't want to be redundant. Sorry, I keep shaking this. I actually got, I'm using like a little TV table now that's in front of my recording area, and I usually put my coffee and stuff on this, but I realized I needed a bigger table, and I don't have a lot of space here, so I ordered a little bit of a longer table to go in front of me, but I think it's higher, so that may be an issue. I didn't really measure. I measured like this part. What is this? The width. I measured that to make sure it would fit. And I was like, oh, perfect. It fits. And I was like, oh, I didn't measure the height because I'm kind of low in this armchair. So hopefully it's also quite low, but I doubt it will be as low as I need it to be. So I might be sawing off the legs. Demonetized. I didn't think that with the Jim Jones series, but you taught me so many. Yeah, well, I mean, nobody's really done Jonestown in a multiple part series like that. You know, Making a Murderer was very in depth and has had much discussion after. Nobody ever did Jonestown. There was documentaries here and there, but I don't think any of them was over like in 90 minutes. I just feel like there's so many cases that aren't getting exposure and people don't talk about that are just as interesting and just as intricate and have a lot of depth to them. And I would rather shine a light on those cases than cover something that everybody knows about, I guess. That's why I won't do the staircase either. Like, I've thought about it. It's an interesting case. I have thoughts on it. I feel like it's been done and there's other cases that need to have a light shone. What's your all-time favorite case you've researched, covered, been interested in? I'd have to think about that. Because every time I get into a case, I'm like, this is awesome, and it's all I think about, and I'm so into it, and talking to my husband about it and telling him everything, and, you know, being like, oh, this is what I just found out. And every case that I start researching and I get that deep into, I feel that connection to and that interest in. So I'm not sure. Do you ever get nervous going live? No, I used to. When I first started going live, on YouTube, if you go back and look at my first ever live, I think it was like a Friday night live and wine or Friday night wine and crime. It was my first ever one. I'm sitting at my dining room table. I was nervous as hell. It was so bad because it was the first time I ever went live. Thank you, Alice on Elm Street. Such a cool name. You should start your own channel. Who said that? Let me go back. Inga Moonchild. You should start your own channel. YouTube's fun. I mean, it's fun. And when when I'm taking a couple days break and I haven't recorded a video in a while, I miss it and I miss posting things and I miss like having the comments on the new video to read and respond to. Like, it's fun. I don't miss editing though. I hate editing. I hate it. Hate editing. When did you feel like, hey, maybe this could be my full-time career? I always wanted it to be my full-time career, I think. I always was looking for something to allow me to stay home with the kids because when you're a mom and you work a lot, which I had to, that sucks because you want to be home with your kids and you want to be like a part of their lives. Why don't you tell us about your paranormal experience? Look great. Oh, thank you. That would be an entire video all on its own, my paranormal experiences, because I've had a couple. My mom lives in my opinion, a very haunted house, and I grew up there. So, are you familiar with the Brittany Drexel disappearance from Myrtle Beach? Yes. With Brittany Drexel, sorry, there's like something on my keyboard, and I'm just putting my spit on it to clean it, so do not mind me. Gross, right? But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Brittany Drexel. From my town, I'm very familiar with the story, and I actually wanted to do a multiple episode podcast, kind of like a serial podcast on the Brittany Drexel case. Her father actually lives very close to me, and I reached out to him and other people involved with the case, and I really haven't gotten the response that I wanted, like that they're willing to work with me. I've kind of been ignored. So I'm not going to make the kind of, with the Brittany Drexel case, it's so interesting to me. And I think that there's so much there to unpack, but I can't make a video about it or make the podcast series that I want to make without permission and help from the family, especially because it's so close to home and they live close by to me. I would never want to do that without their knowledge, consent, and their help, because I would want to tell her story in the best, most fleshed out way possible. And I don't feel like without her parents' help or her family's help that would be possible. And I don't want to be disrespectful to them, because if they are not into it, then they probably don't want it. But I would love to do that case for a serial podcast, because I don't want, Morgan, I don't want an editor, because I'm embarrassing when I edit. I just say a lot of words that aren't real. I stumble over myself. I have to repeat the same thing multiple times sometimes, because my brain is not talking to my mouth, and it's embarrassing. And then sometimes I'll just swear really loud, because I'm so mad at myself for not being able to talk. And then the dogs start barking upstairs, and I'm like, stop barking, and just yelling at them. So no, I can't ever have anybody see that ever. Thank you, super mean Zadie. Did you get the conspiracy palette? No. It sold out, and then I was like, okay, it sold out. I'll get it later when it comes back in stock. But now I don't want it. Now I'm not into it now. What case do you believe that you know the answer to the most? I'd have to think about that too. We should do a 200K Q&A so that you can ask me these questions and I can actually put thought into them. I don't have to get their consent. No, I don't have to get their consent. And I've already reached out to the Myrtle Beach Police Department and the Rochester Police Department asking for the files pertaining to the case, because of, the law, they have to give them to me. I for this case specifically, considering that it's in my hometown and they literally live very close to me. Like, if I told you how close, you would be surprised. They live very close to me. And I can't do it, because I don't know. I put myself in that position, their position, if that was my daughter, and I have an 18-year-old daughter. If that was my daughter, and obviously I would want exposure for the story, but if I didn't, I would hope somebody would respect that. Jordan, I have a P.O. box. I'm going to start putting it in my description box, because I always forget. I put it in my community page once and never put it anywhere else. Here, Harley, I thought about putting a blooper reel in once, because it will be hilarious. But then, you'd have those people who'd be like, why are you putting funny things in a true crime video? You're disrespectful. You're canceled. Huge hugs from Apple Valley. Apple Valley sounds like the awesomest place to live. Thank you, Sarah, in the suburbs. I was thinking about doing a blooper reel for my Patreons, though, because I think they'd appreciate it. And I know that they know my humor, and they get, like, that I'm not a disrespectful jerk. Melissa, I told her father that I wanted to do a podcast series, like Serial, about it. And I think that definitely podcasts get more legitimacy and are considered to be better than YouTube. I gave them the link to my channel. I reached out and I did what I could. At this point, I have been so persistent that I feel like being any more persistent would be disrespectful. I don't want to do that, but hopefully maybe they'll change their mind one day. That would be awesome. Rhiannon says I'm an Aquarius. Yes, I am an Aquarius. Was that in question? My birthday's in February 8th. So somebody asked me about the Shane palette. It's not anything against Shane. He's fine. I didn't watch the series. I watched half of the first episode, and then I was like, this is not that it was boring, but it was like I felt that I could be doing something more productive with my time. It just felt very repetitive. That's all. It was really cute. I love Shane. There's a lot of fun parts in it. And like the second episode, I think I like skimmed through and I was like, and I would really have loved to have the time to watch it because I'm interested in the business side of the beauty industry, but I just didn't have time. I think it was like during Halloween. I did not have time to watch it. And when the Conspiracy Palette came out, I wanted it because I love Shane and the conspiracy palette like looked very cool. But when I looked at the colors, I couldn't look at any of those shades and say, I don't have something like this in my collection of makeup palettes. And to me, that would be a pointless purchase. Celestia, I'm February 8th. Did I say that already? Hi from London, Sarah. You probably were able to come here because I usually go live way later, and I'm sure my husband upstairs. I didn't locate Ursula yet. Sharon, thank you for reminding me. My husband upstairs with the kids is probably like on off. Get back up here. So there was a girl who sent me a package from Galway, Ireland, and her name was Ursula, and she sent me these cute little magnets and a little Irish love angel, and she sent me this beautiful 3-page letter. And first of all, I would like to find her because I want to speak to her. And so if you're here, Ursula, or you watch this video, please, please, please email me at stephanieharlow.com or Instagram me. But I looked for her on Instagram, and I wonder if, because she's only 13, if maybe she doesn't have Instagram. I looked for her on Instagram, I looked for her on Twitter, on Facebook, couldn't find her. So email me so I can get a hold of you. And also, I would really love permission to read your beautiful letter out loud because I think everybody would love to hear it because it made me cry and it made me feel so good. And I think everybody else would really love to hear it. That would be awesome if I traveled internationally for cases. I would love that. In fact, that is my dream job, is to have a show on like the Discovery Channel or the Travel Channel where I go to different locations in the world and talk about the historical events or the crimes or the things that happened, in those actual places. That is my dream. But unfortunately, my budget by myself, I can't afford that. But maybe a TV network or something will pick me up, and that would be cool. I would, travel around for a couple months, but okay, it's Galway. Sorry, you know how I am with pronunciation. I thought Ed Sheeran said Galway girl or Galway girl. Didn't I say Galway? I don't know. I'm tired. Okay, you're just gonna have to forgive me sometimes I don't pronounce things exactly correct. I'm very tired. Veronica, hi. Tell your mom I love her too. Oh, Gordon Arts and Stephanie Harlow collab. You may one day see that. Yeah, that would be super fun. That would be super fun to do that. The only problem is I have kids. So it would have to be one of those things where we were like, let's do everything and record all the B-roll we need like in 2 weeks, and then I'd probably have to bring them with me because I can't imagine how they would function if I wasn't here for 2 weeks. That name isn't in your comments either. Maybe, yeah. Harley, thank you. I did that too. I looked in the comments and I was like searching the name. Maybe she has a different username. I even searched the name of the city to see if she'd ever. Hopefully we'll find her. I'm sorry, I'm just reading your comments. I was such an impromptu live. None of my moderators see what it's like when I'm like recording and I have to edit this stuff. It's ridiculous. I will cover Natalie Holloway, definitely. I want to cover some unknown cases or like less covered cases first before I do another well-known one. Hi, Rachel Harris. A lot of comments to keep up with. Yeah, there's lots of police too. Oh my God, Magellan TV docuseries clip. That would be amazing. I don't know how I think I need like a producer though. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Jack the Ripper, once again, like I'd have to really find a different angle. I don't like being redundant. I like to cover things with my own flair, and I need to. Hold on, let me text Dad and make sure he's okay. Are you okay? Are the kids being good. It's always a no. They're never being good. Wait, are we all women? It looks like we are. I don't think so. There's a couple men in here, a couple boys. I wish I could just do more impromptu lives and kind of just like hop on sometimes, like even using my phone but I just feel so awkward about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? My kids are, well, my youngest is 2, and then my middle child, Aiden, he is 8. So, and then Nev's at college, so she's not an issue. Hi, John Quinn. John's a guy. See, John Quinn is here. So Adam's okay for now, he said, but I am going to have to cut this short in probably like 10 minutes tops because I did not bring my computer charger down here. The heat's on again. Hey, Lauren. Hold on. I just saw Alice in Wonderland. Oh, here it is. Have you watched Alice in Wonderland on Magellan? No. What's it about? I haven't seen that one yet. I just watched one today about a parachute murder plot, which was awesome. Do you still answer Instagram DMs? You probably get a lot. I do answer them. I try to get to at least a couple, like 5, 10 a day. But I can't get to all of them right away usually because I've got my kids with me. And I like to give them attention when I'm with them. Black Lake. Steph, I'm a retired combat veteran. I have a BS degree in videography. It would be good to travel and create content with you. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I would. What do you think about Waco being a retired combat veteran? What happened at Mount Carmel? Do the one with the woman killing her kids. There's going to be so many more cases that I'm able to cover that before I couldn't or was afraid to cover because of the fact that they were so outlandish and violent and terrible. That's a case that everybody's always asking me to cover, and I've been wanting to, but it's just so horrendous that I was afraid, YouTube would just delete my channel altogether. The little 3-year-old boy who was killed, I think, in England. So when YouTube, switches to this policy full time, I'll be able to cover those cases that I've steered away from in the past for fear of literally having YouTube just say, listen, lady, the stuff you talk about is too crazy. You're done. We're deleting your channel. So I am reading No Stevie Wonder. That's asked me a question about book recommendations. So right now I'm reading a book called The Girls of Murder City. Well, I'm not reading it. I'm listening. I'm listening to it on Audible. But it's called The Girls of Murder City, and it says Fame, Lust, and the Beautiful Killers Who Inspired Chicago, because I wanted to do a dark history video on that in the future. And it's such a good book. It's by Douglas Perry, I believe. Yeah, so good. Jane, I have done a couple Australian cases, and I want to do the Beaumont children at one point. That's another case that has so much to it. It's not straightforward. You just need to really follow every path and every avenue. And I want to. I really want to, but it's I need that chunk of time to be able to devote to it. So the Beaumont children's definitely coming into that 2020. It's crazy. It's going to be 2020. Wow, what? Next month, basically. Wow. Okay, in 2020, yes, James Wilder. Yes, fam, that's the one. It's been highly requested. So, what was I saying? Oh, the Beaumont children. One of the most intriguing cases, I think, because it's such a mystery, because we don't know what happened to them, right? It's almost as mysterious as what happened to Anastasia. It's basically the same kind of thing, especially it's so similar to me because years after, people would claim they saw the Beaumont children and, people would claim to be them. And that's the same thing that happened with the Grand Duchess Anastasia. So both videos, I want to do both of those videos, and I want to do a Rasputin video. So much I want to do. Classic Gamer 74. Hey, I know you have a channel. You emailed me maybe last week or a week and a half ago. I remember, and I thought I responded. I hope I did, because I thought I did. I looked at your channel. Yeah. Oklahoma Girl Scout case. Wanda Beach. I also, that's the two little girls, right? They were friends. Black Butterfly. I heard about the Wanda Beach case on a podcast that basically covers Australian crimes. I am so tired. I'm so sorry. Usually I'd have that right on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know. It's a great podcast. And he's Australian, the guy who does it, and he's got such a great voice. Such a great voice. I've seen some Australia 60 Minutes videos, like the one for MH370, when I was doing a video on that, like very good stuff. The lives are always left up, Cuckoo Clock Heart. I never take down a live. If you're planning on doing a history channel as well, when do you think? I'm not going to do a history channel because I don't have time for 2 channels right now. I'm going to do a series. I'm sorry. I'm asking myself, did we already talk about this on the live, or did I just think we did? But we did, right? I'm going to do a series called Dark History on this channel, and it'll be history that is about mysterious things happening, or crimes, stuff like that. Brooke Lou, Shannon, Christian, and Christopher Newsom. I've heard of the Christopher Newsom one. I was looking at that actually over Halloween. And he is on my list. But Shannon Christian, why does that sound familiar? Case File. Yes, Black Butterfly. Case File. I love that podcast. Adrian, I have considered doing a podcast, and I will be doing a podcast. It's in the works and it's being planned, but it will probably not really launch or take off until Bella goes to school full time. Right now she's in preschool, but just 2 days a week for 2 hours. So it's pretty much a little bit, it's enough time for me to like get some editing done or some research done while she's in school and I go to a nearby Starbucks, but it's not enough time to really like launch a podcast on top of what I have to do for YouTube. So I anticipate that it will be really launched and kind of go into full swing when she's finally in school. Part 3, I recorded it today and I'm halfway done editing it, so it should be up probably Wednesday. Kaylee, and I'm glad you found the live by accident. I will definitely keep you guys updated on the podcast, of course. And you know what I was thinking? Like, when all this stuff was going down with COPA, I was super stressed out. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, I was super stressed out that like my channel was just gonna be deleted because they started saying that it wasn't the COPA thing, but they updated their terms of service. YouTube updated their terms of service. And a lot of people don't read through the fine print in these terms of service things. They just like sign them. But I read the fine print and it said YouTube literally has the right to terminate any channel that's not making YouTube money, basically. And I don't really feel like I make YouTube a lot of money because they're always demonetizing me. And I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. Like they will just take my channel and delete it. And at that point, I was like, how do I keep in contact with my subscribers? Because not everybody follows me on Instagram. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you're not following me on Twitter, please do in case. But how would I keep up with people that don't have Twitter? I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I hate Facebook. I never go on it. I don't know. How would I keep up with those people, and how would I let them know like where to find me or how we can reconvene somewhere? So I was thinking, I don't know how I would do it yet. I have to look it up, but I was thinking of doing like a newsletter type thing. That way, if something happens like apocalyptic where my channel's just disappeared or YouTube disappears, who knows? Anything could happen, guys. Okay? Anything. I feel like David Crush now, but if that ever happens, there needs to be a way that I can like get a hold of everybody. And do you think that would be a good idea? Yeah, that way, like, we can do like an email newsletter, and I won't send out anything. Like, I'll send out things, if something's happening that I want you all to know about, but kind of like I would do in the community page. But if YouTube disappears, then how would I do that? So I think having a newsletter or like an email list that I can reach all of you guys, and I think there's websites for that, because I wouldn't just do it like from my email, because that would be a mess. I tried sending a mass email like that once, I think with 60 or 70 names, and it was a mess. It was terrible. Failure. So we'd have to, talk about that. But yeah, we need a community meeting point where, like, if YouTube goes up in flames, if my channel goes up in flames, we can reconvene and kind of figure out where we're going to go next as a community, because without you guys, I'm nothing. Could you remind us of the words you used instead of the sensitive demonetized words? I used predator instead of pedophile. Oh, you just demonetized this video. You did it on purpose, didn't you? You did it on purpose. Very smart. American Mama, the next cults video was recorded today, and I'm halfway done editing it. And when the kids go to bed, I will edit it some more. And then when Bella's in school tomorrow, I will edit it some more. I don't think that, and then it's probably going to be up on Wednesday, but I don't think I don't think a lot of people understand how much or how many hours goes into editing an hour and a half video. Probably like 12 or 13. It's crazy. I hate editing. It's so bad. It takes so long. I hate the sound of my own voice by, I don't know, 5 minutes in. I am so ashamed of myself when I can't speak correctly. Or then I'll say the wrong names or the wrong words, like in the part 3 tomorrow, because one of the undercover agents was named Robert Rodriguez, but then his real name was something else, Robert Gonzalez or something. And I kept saying the different names, even though there was the same person, and I was watching it back and I'm like, this is stupid, Stephanie. You don't make any sense. What are you doing? So now I have to make sure I put in the comments or in like the description box why I was saying 2 different names. Kurs 93. After, thank you, Kim. I'm not a good editor. It takes 13 hours. I hate it. After I'm done with the live, I'll pull my PO box up. Kurs, was that who asked? Kurs. I'll put it up in the community thing again, and then I'll start putting in the description box from now on. Discord. I have a Discord with my Patreons. I'm horrible at Discord. If I have to open up an app and go into something and do it, I will suck. And then for that, you'd have to ask people to download an additional app. I'm just very bad about that. I have to, Tanya, I have to look into the Onision thing. I can't just dive into it. It's something, when there's allegations like that, I have to give it a lot of research. Christine, we did talk about doing a podcast for quite a while in this live, but it's in the works. Periscope, once again, something you'd have to ask people to download. And there's a lot of people who don't even have smartphones that watch my channel, or don't use apps, or don't want to use apps because they don't have Instagram and stuff. So I think email would be the best. Yeah, I know I can use Discord in the internet, but on the internet browser, like on the computer, but it's still something else I have to open up. Mary Kate, Bashline, Texas. Thanks for all you do, Stephanie. I'm sure so many of us would follow your content anywhere. Thank you so much. I hope so. I mean, I'd like to keep making it. I don't know what would happen if my channel went down and I couldn't reach anybody. I would freak out. Because even if I kept making content someplace else, how would you guys get it? If my channel went down, that's probably when I'd have to go to a podcast format and then let you guys know what was going on with that. MailChimp for email. Dexter, I've heard of that. I think when I worked at Verizon, they used it for something. And that definitely, I need like a personal assistant to do that stuff for me because I'm so bad at it. Like, I want to just be researching and creating and all the administrative stuff, like invoices and contracts and figuring out how to do an email list. It's over my head. That's all right. The demonetized replacement words. Remember, I used peach instead of the other word. Okay, guys, I do have to go though because my computer is dying, which this sucks because this is a new computer because my other one crashed and it's like it's been unplugged for 45 minutes. This is bananas. Well, let's how long we've been live? 49 minutes. So it's been unplugged for roughly 50 minutes and it's in the red now. All right, guys, so keep an eye out. That's a good idea, Sicko Strick Stitcher. It's like a tongue twister, your name. But yeah, I wish I could chat with you guys so much more. I'll try to go live again this week and, you know, do something like this where we just sit and chat. I'll see if like Adam can get the kids a bath so that I can chat with you guys while they're in the bath. Thank you guys so much. I'll be editing tomorrow. I'll pop on Instagram and chat with you guys if you want. You know, I usually put up stories. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, it's Steph_Harlow on Twitter, and it's just Stephanie Harlow on Instagram. But I'll be editing for the most part tomorrow, bring Bella to school. I got to go to the gym. There's something else important that I have to do that I don't know what it is. Thanks for all the entertaining videos. Thank you. The one and only Newt. The live will be up if you guys want to rewatch or if you want to, you know, if you came in late and you missed something. But for now, I got to go and get the kids in their pajamas so we can watch Home Alone because I promised Aiden and he's never seen it before. And I think it's perfect. Like, he's an 8-year-old boy. He's going to love it. If you guys have seen on Netflix, there's a series called The Movies That Made Us or something. And the first episode is Dirty Dancing and the second one is Home Alone. Those are two of my favorite movies. And it's so much fun to kind of see behind the scenes. Yes, Alexandra, thank you. Aiden doesn't get ideas from Home Alone. But Aiden probably already had those ideas. He's a troublemaker. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you very, very soon, and I'll try to go live more, even if it's just for a short time. I love you guys. Bye. I just kiss my hand so many times. I just because I'm trying to, like, it's like when you're on the phone with your boyfriend and you're like, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. That's how I feel. Like, I'm always like, I gotta go, but okay, bye, guys. Okay, well, okay, bye, guys. Like, I don't want to leave you, but, you know, I have to go into the misery that is bath time, which means my feet will be wet and I will be mad because I just washed the bathtub this morning and I know those kids are going to mess it up. Yesterday, they spilled blueberries in it and then mashed them all over the place. So I'm, you know, bye, guys.